Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Aiden from Cartoon Apocalypse, and if you didn't know, there was a new Miraculous episode that came out earlier today, so if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend going to watch it before watching this video. The video released was Anansi, which pretty much is just a super awesome episode that introduced Carapace, which is the new Nino superhero, which is the turtle superhero with the turtle Miraculous. So this episode was highly anticipated. At first I was like, oh, alright, this is just gonna be a cool episode, whatever, it's just gonna be a filler kinda. But then we got the trailer for it a couple days ago, and oh my gosh, my view changed completely on it, and this episode is so good. Go watch it. I'm gonna be making an analysis on this episode and just kind of talking about what this means for the future. Pretty much Alia's big sister Nora turns into Anansi, which she gets akumatized after Alia and Marinette and Nino go out to see fireworks, and I guess with Adrian kind of on the phone. But she gets mad that Nino kind of won the arm wrestle. If you haven't seen it, then you wouldn't know, but they had an arm wrestle, so she gets kind of mad that he won and that now Alia doesn't trust her and all this stuff, so she gets akumatized into a giant spider woman. Now, if you're only watching this for the analysis part because you're too scared of spiders or something, I would say you can go ahead and watch it. I mean, I don't have a fear of spiders, but it's not anything too serious to where you really would get super scared. The worst thing in it is really just the spider webs. So it's if you're worried about the spider part of it, just think of it as a character with 6 arms and just with like white splotches on her headgear. It's really not bad. I'd still recommend you go watch it because it's a very important episode in the series. So Anansi is just kind of like tormenting town. Not really. She's really just trying to keep Alia safe while Ladybug, Cat Noir, and Nino try to get Alia back. So that occurs for a little while, and then Cat Noir eventually gets captured, and then Anansi is just... Nino is set to distract Anansi enough to not have her take his Miraculous. So that's what's going on there, while Ladybug, she used her lucky charm and saw that she had to go to Master Fu. Now, in my opinion, this episode went way quicker. They spent too much time on the beginning, so they didn't have enough time with Marinette talking to Master Fu, and that just felt really rushed, which is kind of sad, but is okay for the circumstance because she's done it before. So we were a little bit confused why Marinette would end up getting the Turtle Miraculous, because Master Fu already had the Turtle Miraculous, so why would he give that up when there are already so many other Miraculouses? But the reason why is because Marinette said she wanted a defensive Miraculous, so that's why she got the turtle one. So I thought that was really cool that she got the turtle one. Obviously the turtle one's one of the main like 5, so of course Nino would get it because he's one of the main characters. Well, I wouldn't exactly consider it like a super main character, just, you know, just mainer, you know, like Alia. Yeah, I think you understand what I mean. But pretty much Marinette Ladybug. But pretty much Ladybug just saves Nino from falling and eventually just gives him the Turtle Miraculous. So he transforms, and let me just say, this transformation is probably my favorite transformation out of everyone's transformation. His transformation is so cool, and same with his suit. His suit is so cool. I love his suit, and I think it's so awesome, and his transformation is just so cool. It's my favorite transformation of all. It's the least cringy. It's just so cool. I love the whole thing about it. So then pretty much Marinette just saves the day again, because Ladybug does everything in the end. You know, sometimes I even wonder why there's more characters. No, I'm just kidding, but like in all seriousness, no, like Ladybug comes up with a plan and does all that stuff. So she ended up just boxing with Anansi, and ends up just having Anansi crash down all the towers, and then she's trapped. So that's how that kind of goes down, and then we get to see Carapace's power, which is to create a shield which kind of acts like a bubble. If you've seen a bubble in Steven Universe, it's similar to that. So it's super cool. It saved them, it encapsulated them, and then it dropped them to the ground, which was super cool. And I love Nino. Might be like one of my favorite superheroes in this show now, just because he's so cool. I mean, I don't know. Let me know your guys' favorite one. Do you guys like Rena Rouge, Ladybug, Cat Noir, or Carapace the best now? So they end up just saving the day, you know, like they always do. And then, I mean, Cat Noir has to go because, as we know, he had to use his cataclysm so that Anansi could not take his ring, which was really smart. When I saw that, I was like, that was a good one. That was a good move right there by Cat Noir. But Ladybug and Carapace end up doing the pound it because Cat Noir had to leave. So that was kind of sad. I miss Cat Noir doing it already. But pretty much that was super awesome. And then of course Alia's there like, whoa, new superhero, this is the first for the Ladybug. And then this is where Carapace gets his name and then does all that stuff. So it's really cool, and I love Carapace as a character. So then Nino returns the Miraculous to Ladybug, and then we cut to Hawkmoth kind of hinting for the future, because he says essentially, oh, you're building up your army? Well, what happens when I build up mine? Just, you know, something to that effect. It's obviously not that. And we know that this is hinting to the finale when he gathers up many villains and faces them against all the heroes that we've seen so far. Well, and plus Queen Bee. So it's going to be super interesting. I cannot wait for the finale. We are so close, actually. We're only a couple episodes away. It's going to be so awesome. So the end ends off with Marinette, Nino, Alia, and Nora just kind of talking, and Nora apologizing, and same with Marinette, and all this stuff. And then Alia's like, oh, I love you, big sister, and all that stuff. So they end up doing something together that we don't see because it's off screen. Actually, we do see it. They go ice skating, which kind of hints for Frozer. Can't wait for that episode either. That episode's going to be great as well. Alia kind of hints a little bit to knowing that Nino is Carapace. I don't know if she actually does, but it kind of sounds like she does, and maybe not. Maybe she was referencing something else, but it does sound like Alia was like, oh, I know that you're Carapace. And if that is true, that is just so, in my opinion, not right, because how would Alia know that Nino is Carapace and not know that Ladybug is Marinette, and same with Cat Noir and Adrian? I don't understand. It's so obvious. And Carapace was like, dude, I mean, that gimmick again. So it's like, it's so obvious. And I mean, I guess that's why we watch the show, because it's so blatantly obvious. I mean, I feel like we'd all love if they had a different act, but whatever, we can't control the show. Now I want to talk about the future, which I kind of already hinted to earlier in this video. I talked about how Hawkmoth was like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to be building up my army, or essentially saying that, and we know at the finale he will have multiple villains coming back to try to fight and get everyone's Miraculous, which we don't know if he succeeds or fails, or just saying he'll probably fail, but we do know that he gets the Peacock Miraculous into action. I'm sorry for these major spoilers. You guys chose to come watch a spoiler-filled episode, so I'm sorry if you didn't want to hear that, but pretty much that's what's going down that episode. So we're just introducing more characters like Carapace, and then eventually with Style Queen and all of them, we'll be introducing Queen Bee, which we don't have dates for Style Queen, that trilogy yet, but we will be getting that hopefully here soon. I can't really say when we'll be getting those dates, but we're just introducing more and more characters, and with Queen Bee, that'll be all of the characters that we'll have to introduce. So then we can just start seeing more and more action with these characters until we are eventually at the finale. So this is going to be a super exciting finale. But anyway, guys, that's really going to be it for this video. I'm sorry it feels kind of rushed. It's because it is a little bit. But if you guys did enjoy, then you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this. But that's going to be it for me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
Please.